Hi, welcome to this new tutorial. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to a very exciting feature which has been added in the new HomeoQuest Gold 2012. Now this feature is about being able to classify your entire database of remedies into specific groups. Now you would ask me, why is that important to me? Well, what I've realized in my last 14 years of experience as a consultant and a mentor and a supervisor, being able to double check your remedies according to a group analysis can help you confirm your remedies with much more accuracy. So it's like a critical tool to first confirm your remedies according to Mathematical understanding, and secondly, confirm the same remedy according to a group analysis. And both these together would increase the chances of being able to give much more accurate prescriptions. Now, let me first introduce you to how you can actually understand remedies according to a group and remember and understand them so that you can find them in your patients. To do this, let me take you to the remedy comparison page. Now, this is the remedy comparison page, and you would notice there's a new button added here called Add Group. Now, if I press this button, you will find that opens up a new window and it shows you all the list of different kingdoms according to which the remedies have been sorted out as. If you click on a particular kingdom, you will find all the remedies in that particular kingdom are added on into this particular page on the this particular column on the right. Now say I want to find out the remedies from the spider group. So I'll click on the kingdom and open up the different sub-kingdoms within the animal group. Now you would find that this is the zoological name and that's the common name. So you'll find all these different zoological classified sub-kingdoms according to alphabetical order, and in the brackets are your common names for these. Now say I want to find out about the spiders. So the arachnids are the spiders, the scorpions, the ticks and the mites. If you click on that, you'll open up a sub-kingdom of Araneae, which is the spiders, the ticks and the mites and the scorpions and so on. So now if you click on just the spiders, what you find, the right hand column would show you just the spiders. Now to actually collapse these windows, you go back to the animals and all those disappear. So in this way you can open up any column, any classification format, and in that you can open up the different kingdoms, the sub-kingdoms and the sub-kingdoms. Now say in the spiders, you want to add this particular spider group into the analysis and find out the common themes of spiders. You simply press OK and the spiders are all added up in here. And then all you need to do is work out how you can now derive the kingdom classification for spider group. To do that, I'll go to the advanced options. Now in the advanced options, you'll find there are three choices here of filtration data here. So one is remedy count. In this, you can choose how many remedies from this particular column you need to be in a particular rubric. So in this case, let's choose that I need at least 3 remedies from these remedies in the spider group to be present in a particular rubric. Let's keep the degrees column blank, because here you can actually choose that you want remedies only according to a particular specific degree to appear in the column. And let's look for the rubric size, which means how many remedies do you need in one particular rubric. And that will tell you whether you want larger rubrics with hundreds and hundreds of remedies or you want smaller rubrics with just a few remedies. Let's choose a medium size rubric. So say I want at the most only 50 remedies in a rubric, and say compare. So what you find is you get all the remedies of all the rubrics of the spider group which has at least 3 remedies from this column and which has only 50 or less remedies in that entire rubric. And the first one you get is dancing ameliorates. And then you can find the different themes. You have dreams of eyes, hiding danger from, dreams of knives, men, themes about nakedness, fear, panic attacks overpowering. So if you see music ameliorates, all these themes would actually talk about the Sparta group, and this is the way you can actually derive it. Now, say you want to clear up this and you want to understand a complete new group. So we clear it and we add a new group now. So now I want to add the plant group. So we'll collapse the animals and we'll go to the plants and open up the plants. Now, again, it's the same format. You have the botanical name and you have the common name. Now, say I don't really know which plant I want. I don't really know the family here because there are subfamilies incorporated within each subgroup. So I want to find the composite family here. So what I could do is I can go and search for each family and try and find where the composite is. But if I don't want to do that, I can just type the first 3 letters of the family. So it's composite, and there you come to composite or the sunflower or the aster family. Say these are all the remedies in the composite family. You see a number here, 72? So there are about 72 remedies of the family. Now, to add them into a comparison table, simply press OK. And there you have all the remedies in that family, all added up here. Now, we'll do a similar analysis. We have the Sparta group here. We'll leave that and we'll add a new analysis. So say I want at least, say I want this time 4 remedies to appear in one rubric from this family, and say I want only exactly 3, grade 3 remedies to appear, and I want again at most, say I want 100 of the rubric remedies in one rubric. So the rubric size is a bit larger this time, and I say compare. So there you go. This is a smaller one this time because it has only the 3 mark remedies. It has 4 of them in one rubric, and these are the rubrics which have at least 100 remedies in that particular, at most 100 remedies in that particular format. So there are lots of ways you can actually work out and find. Let's do another thing. Now let's look at the mineral kingdom. So we'll clear this up and we'll add a group from the mineral kingdom. So we'll collapse the plants and we'll come to the chemicals. And now there's something very different in the chemicals. In the chemicals you have the periodic table now. Now, say for example, I want just to work on the natrum group. I want the remedies from the natrum group. So I just simply press on natrum here, and you'll find all the remedies and the compounds which have natrum in it appear here. So now you can add this whole list of remedies in your group analysis and derive the theme of sodium. Another way you could do is you can actually choose whether you want just the element or you want the compounds or the allotropes of a particular mineral. So now in this case I leave it open and I want all the compounds with sodium in it, and I say OK. So these are all the elements and the minerals and the compounds which have sodium in it. And then I would make a group analysis. Say I want at least 3 of these remedies to appear, and I want the rubric size to be at most 50, and I say compare. So these are your natrum, this is your natrum theme, and there you find it. The first one is admonition aggravates, anger, grief with silent, anguish, and so on. And if you go down, you will find the sodium theme coming up in this whole database. So irritability, music aggravates, and so on and so forth. So these are the themes you can actually derive from using different ways. And let's look at another group. So let's clear this up and let's add another group. This time we want to add a particular column or row. So I'll come back to the chemicals, and now we'll look into, say, row 3. So I click on P3, which will include all the elements in this particular row. And because you have chosen all the chemicals, these will be not just the elements, but also the compounds. Now let's add another group. So we'll just clear this up and we'll add another group. And this time let's add one column. So say this time, so I'll click on chemicals so it becomes active, and I want, say, column 10. So I want all the remedies from column 10. So as you will see, these are remedies and their compounds and the allotropes, whatever you have from the remedies in column 10. And we say, okay, add it up. And so you have column 10 added up. And then again, you can do a similar analysis. So this is the way you can actually derive remedies, themes from different columns, different rows, specific individual remedies like sodium group or magnesium group or calcium group, or just the remedies from, say, a muraticum group, at the same time from a particular kingdom in the plant family or sub-kingdom in the animal family. There are so many ways you can do it and work out different themes and confirm that in your patients. But now we come to the next part. Why do I need to know about these different themes, and why do I need to actually recognize that in my patients? Now, apart from research and educational purpose, one key thing for knowing the themes of specific groups is to be able to recognize them in my patients. Now, say I have a case, all right? So we go back to the repertory search. And in the repertory search, say I'm looking at a case where there are 3 key symptoms in my patient. So say the first symptom in my patient is fear, death. All right, and then I choose this rubric, add that to my repertorization table. The next rubric in my patient, say, is red face. So I find a big rubric for face redness, double click it and add it to my repertorization table. Now use another rubric. Say I want to use desire sweet. So these are all the rubrics for desire sweet. I'll find the one from the complete repertory and add it in. See here, desire sweet, and double click it, and there it is. Now you will find you have remedies here which run in hundreds. But what I have realized is my patient shows a spider theme running through the case. And so I will filter these remedies and put in the spiders now. So let's filter. So here you will find another additional button in the new HomeoQuest 2012 where you can filter the remedies according to the groups. So again, I'll come to the animals, look into the animals, find your spider and put in spider, say okay. And what would happen is all these remedies are now just from the spider group. And then you see there are 2 spider group remedies which are covering all the 3 symptoms, which is very interesting, because if tarantula is not quite a good match, because that's the first remedy I would think of based on my understanding, because tarantula is the most well-proven spider, and if there are bits of the case which do not quite fit tarantula, then I would definitely look for this particular spider, which is Arania diadema. So I've clicked on this to open up the Mitra Medica. I'll read up the Mitra Medica for Arania. I'll try and search it in Google and look for some other themes of that spider. So this is about some more information from different authors and the internet, and look for Arania, look for some cases of Arania, and so on and so forth. So there is loads of things you can do now with this new HomeoQuest, where you can find themes and you can confirm your remedy and find a much more accurate remedy. And who knows, Arania might have been a better choice. It's just not well proven enough to come up very strongly. But just being able to understand the theme of spiders, you'll be able to now confirm it much better. And it goes the same for Quest. So say if you put the same things in Quest, you can have a similar filter in Quest. So let's look for, say, the same remedies. Fear, death, face is red. And the third one is desire sweets. So now you find all these remedies coming up in your repertorization. I'll use a filter, and there's my quest filter. So it's the same thing again. Say this time, say the same set of remedies and the same set of rubrics, but now I think it's not a spider theme in my case. What I find is the theme of, say, the Salinity family. So let's go to plants this time. And in the plants, let's look for Salinity. There we go. In the solanelles, you find the Salinity family, and you say, okay, bring it on. And there you find the remedies from the Salinity family. And this is very interesting because even in individual searches, you will find that the remedies are from the Salinity family for each of these rubrics. And this is a very interesting remedy which comes up, which is Solanum tuberosum agrotens. And I don't really know much about this, but it's a remedy made from the deceased potato. And this is very interesting because, wow, who would have thought a remedy like this coming up just from the group analysis? So you would just be able to exploit your Matramedica and repertory database like never before. You can dive into the depths and be able to confirm your remedies in so many ways that you can just play around with this and derive themes. And I do hope it just works very well for you, because it does for me. And I think it is wonderful to have this today with technology, being able to use this database for getting the best out of homeopathy for our patients. So thank you very, very much. And I look forward to any queries or comments or feedback from you. But I would love you to work on this. And that's the reason the new trial version now will include this particular feature. So enjoy and let me know. Thank you very much and take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.